Hey guys, the year is almost gone. We are on December the 31st, 2025, and it is now just after 20 past 6 in the evening. So there you go. I just thought I'd sort of give you a quick review of the year, although I haven't done much in the way of modelling, because obviously my projects are haven't really got that much further, but yeah, you know. The Wessex, well, still at this stage, not much more progress done to it. Unfortunately, I've knocked one of the blooming aerials off, so I'm gonna have to I'll have to get back on that again. But as I say, I'm determined to get the Shelf Queen completed this year. Well, I say this year, 2026. So I've got some free time coming up over this coming weekend, so I may get back on the bench and get cracking on this. And obviously, the only other project I've got on, which is a bit of a shelf queen, if I can find him, is my little resin figure of Thomas Shelby, which is still in the primer stage. So, as I say, that's about it, you know. I haven't done any other building. And obviously life's been a bit of a roller coaster this year, and obviously we had the sad loss of my stepfather and my mother this year. God rest her soul. In fact, she's with me right now in a little box of ash. Her ashes are with me. I'm looking after her because at the end of the day, she dedicated her life to me and Neil, and it's quite right that I should look after her until such time as we scatter ashes and put her to rest in the new year. So yeah, we prepared to ourselves ever since she was diagnosed 6 years ago. So yeah, God rest her soul. She went peacefully back in the earlier part of November. But yeah, we're coping well. We're coping well. Everything's going as it should do. Unfortunately, the bungalow has now been handed back to the council, etc. It's just a matter of her estate, the progress of her estate at the moment. But as that, you know, that will sort itself as and when. So there you go. But yeah, my mental health recovery is getting better. I think I'm near the end of it now, possibly, and I'm hoping to get back into work for the new year, possibly just part-time, really. Because obviously I've only got a few more years till I officially retire now. And next year is going to be the big one, my 60th. So yeah, got to start preparing for retirement now. So yeah, it soon catches up with you, doesn't it? But there you go. In a better sense, as regards my personal life, I have met an exceptionally caring woman by the name of Jackie Lopez, and she has been an absolute rock, I have to say, and I get spoilt rotten by her. So that's given me a little bit of a positive uplift in my personal life, and yeah, it's going well. So there you go. There's not much more to say about that. So the year is ending on a slightly positive note and an optimistic note. So we'll see what happens. Which means I'm going to get out and about a bit more, because we've already just over a week ago visited Brooklands Museum, spent a day there, and obviously I might put a video up, and I think I did put a video up of our visit there, possibly. Yeah, it was great, and we're planning to go back in the new year and have a little look around the old airfield at Wisley before it's built over, because sadly it's going to be a housing estate. Yeah. There is no sentiment in this country. All our airfields that we had are established are steadily disappearing under housing estates, sadly. I have my thoughts on that, but there you go. Anyway, moving on from that, I'm just going to run through what projects I may possibly carry on with this year. I isn't guaranteed that I will, because obviously life gets in the way, etc., as we all know. But to start with, once I've got the Wessex and Thomas Shelby finished, I may well possibly I may well do another build beside that. and funnily enough, I've actually got the kit in just tonight. I'm sort of contemplating on going on a group build that Moss from Mox 6510 Airfix and Chill is setting up, which starts on January the 1st, which is the Airfix starter group build. And if I do go in for it, don't guarantee Moss, because obviously I'm just pondering on it, mate. So anyway, I may well go in with an entry of this, the Hunting Percival Jet Profits T4 in the markings of the Red Pelicans from the 1960s, the aerobatic team, which used to fly alongside the Yellow Jacks, who we now know as the Red Arrows. So yeah, that might be going in. I've had a few of these JP kits from Airfix, and I'll tell you what, it looks a super little gem of a kit, I'll be honest with you. So yeah, I've got this one off Vinted for 12 quid. How about that? And my girlfriend Jacqueline actually got me as a Christmas present, one of two, which I shall mention. Obviously, you've seen from the last video, she got me this. Which is one I've had on my bucket list for years, and I've waited and waited and waited for Tamiya to reintroduce it, because they've done it with the other car kits that they used to have. They've re-released those. I'm hoping they're going to re-release a lot of the old Formula 1 car kits as well, because it would be great to see them back. But this one is a beautiful kit. I may well do an inbox review on that pretty soon. Yeah, I am well happy. So Jacqueline, thank you very much, my darling. And also she got me the Galeri airbrush and compressor set, which I saw mentioned on another YouTube channel. I've forgotten the guy's name, so I do apologise, mate. And I thought, well, that would come in handy, and it's a damn good airbrush by all accounts. So you've got the compressor plus the airbrush, so that will come in dead handy, to be honest with you, because I sold the old compressor off when I moved from North Ascot. And I'm hoping later in the year possibly to get a spray booth in. But yeah, it'll get me back into the game, as it were. And I've got to get some paints in, but I won't be able to do that until the following month. So yeah, so it would just be a case of build at the moment. So yeah, anyway, moving on from that, after I've got those out of the way, I may well start on this kit, which I've recently mentioned, which is my first armour hobby kit, which is the Hurricane Mark 1 Trop, and I'm going to do it in that scheme rather than the old boring RAF. I just think it's a little different and sort of will add a sort of an interest into my collection of models. Now obviously I haven't got a display cabinet at the moment, and I may have to move one of the fixtures out of here to put one in, if I can get hold of one second hand. So any completed projects will go into a storage box for the time being. So yeah, so I thought if I can get myself back in the game, that's the only way I'm going to work around it in the facilities that I'm living in at the moment. So there you go. Now I may well do two more Hurricanes. One is going to be for the Battle of France. This one is around about 1939, before the start of the Second World War, which was based at, where are we? Burial Bar, Northern France, Spring 39. So that will be one I may well build, and alongside that I may well do this one, which was the very first squadron to actually be supplied with the Hurricane in 1938, or was it 37? Treble 1 squadron. So yeah, I may well be doing those. And then possibly another project I may well do is another two builds, one after one with the other. Is this one, which is part of the AFX Classics Vintage range, which was recently reintroduced, is the Puma HC1 and the newly tooled Wessex from AFX, the HC2. The reason I'm doing these two is a bit of a sort of a nostalgia build, because obviously I used to live in Guildford above my father's wine-off licenses back in the day, in the 1970s, and regularly we'd see the two units flying over with a Wessex and Puma from RAF Odium. So that's the reason behind it, and I might do a little sort of diorama base as though it's on the flight pan of RAF Odium. So what's that, with the two of them side by side. So that's a possible project for this year. Maybe following on from that, I might be doing a figure diorama based on the Battle of the Somme, or Verdun, or whatever, as a tribute to my late grandfather. I know I previously did one years ago when I was at the old cave, but having seen this one, I thought, well, why don't I do a second one? So I may well do this one. But obviously I'll get some sort of stuff for the landscape, etc. Because you've only actually got the, as you can see there, just the trench, and that's it. So just to do a little bit of landscape either side, I may well just get some sort of foam or something and build it up as a little sort of a vignette, as it were, as though it's on the western front. Set during either the Battle of the Somme or Verdun or something, you know, as a tribute to my late grandfather. On my father's side, that is, because he was actually out on the Western Front during the First World War. He was at the Battle of the Somme, Passchendaele, and he actually fought in one of the battles at Ypres as well, and he was gassed twice, believe it or not. So yeah, he did survive the war, unlike a lot of his chums, unfortunately. So there you go. But the Master Box do some fantastic figures anyway. And then I might well go into a couple of airliners, possibly. First one is an old classic, which I've already mentioned on the previous stash update, which is this one, de Havilland Comet 4B in the BEA, what do they call it? A BEA Skyjack scheme, that's it. I had to think a moment then, guys. I was having a senior moment. Yeah, it's in the Skyjack scheme, so I'm glad I got that one in. I may well get in the A model BEA Comet as well, which is with the old red tail, red flag insignia. So yeah, that'll be possibly a project this year. Following on from that, I may well do this one, which if you previously see in my inbox review, I'm going to do as the BEA Retro Bird, red flag Retro Bird. Now, the actual aircraft itself has had a stay of execution. She's going to be operated for another year, apparently. So that's good news. Other than that, we don't know what her fate's going to be. She could possibly end up like her sisters, or two of her sisters being, well, one sister being scrapped, which was the old Barak Jumbo, which I think is disgusting, because that was the last Jumbo to ever fly in the BA fleet. And I think they were too damn early to withdraw them, to be honest with you. So there you go. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the matter. So yeah, that may be a possible project for this year as well. And then the last one, which, oh no, not the last one, beg your pardon. Another one I may well get into, another helicopter, which is an old classic in the Vintage Classics range, which I think is now unfortunately out of production again, is the Bristol 192 Belvedere. Now that one, the kit is moulded on one of the pre-production prototypes, so the configuration of that as a service model is wrong. However, searching online, and by happy accident, if I can find the damn set, I managed to pick up this set, which is distributed by a guy called the Dorset Printman, because he does 3D upgrades, and he does models of ships as well, including the old R09 Art Royal, as well as Hermes and HMS Queen Elizabeth, and other projects that he does. So check him out on eBay, guys. Just thought I'll put a little shout out there for you, mate. And that is basically an upgrade set on the Belvedere. to make it into an HC1 production model. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. Funny enough, I've actually just gone and got another Belvedere as well, because I want to do one in the earlier colour scheme with the cheat line, and then another with the old camo scheme when it went, you know, it ended its service career on. And in this pack, believe it or not, you've got updated air filters, rotor caps, etc. You've got the oxygen bottles either side of the fuselage. Oh, hang on. Obviously the tail, wing, the back of the actual aircraft is wrong, so you've got the correct one there to go with the Airfix kit. And then some of the amended undercarriage and air filters, as well as the wheels on this as well to go with the kit. So that will produce it into an HC1. And he does do other bits for it, such as a backform front and canopy. And I also got myself a mast set from Peewit there, instead of having the hassle of trying to do it myself. So there you go. And I'll try and see if I can get some aftermarket decals for a camo version, if there is any in existence online. So that will be another project, possibly this year. And I may well do one as an aircraft as a pre-production example, which is based on this kit, which was used as a trials unit at Odium itself. So there you go. And finally, another project which may well be on the bench this year is this recently ordered Valom Handy Page Hamden Mark 1. This is a slightly better kit than the Airfix one because it's not full of rivets on the fuselage. It's got finer panel lines, and you've got a little bit of extra brass for the cockpit, etc. However, what I may well do just to boost up the interior is get the Edwards set to fill out the interior a little bit more. So yeah, that's basically what I've possibly got planned for this year, but I'm not gonna say that's what I'm doing for sure, because things may change, but it's just a sort of an outline as what may will be ahead. Now, what I'm also possibly thinking of doing for the channel is get back to the stage where I was doing bi-monthly channel updates on my projects. Obviously we've got, the next one will be February, because I did one back in October, I think, off the top of my head, and obviously with things personally going on, I never got any time on the bench, hence why my projects haven't progressed any further. But yeah, I want to get a bit more proactive in regards to my channel this year, because I haven't really done a lot except inbox reviews or comments on various kits that have been released via Airfix. And what I will be doing, thinking of doing, is possibly do a Q&A session once a month, a live stream, possibly, whereby I can let you know how my project's going. Maybe you can ask me some questions, etc. Yeah. And also, to finish on, obviously I had the good fortune of winning a prize on Moss's channel the other night, from Airfix and Chill. He did his Christmas Big Fat Quiz, Big Fat Modelers Quiz, and I won third prize, which was the Airfix re-released shuttle in 1144, so I was well happy with that, I'm not kidding you. So thank you, Moss, for letting me participate, and thank you for the prize. I really appreciate it, mate. He's gonna get it out to me, I think you mentioned around about the 4th possibly, but mate, it gets here when it gets here, and as and when it does, I'll let you know on the Discord. All right, and again, cheers, mate, appreciate it. So yeah, that's about wraps it up, I think. So all that remains for me to say is Happy New Year. Oh, just forgot something nearly. Or did I? No, I think I've covered everything. Sorry. You know, when your brain goes about 30 to 1300 miles an hour, and then you think, oh, I've forgotten something. No, I've already covered it. So anyway, I'll shut up. Anyway, what remains to be said is Happy New Year. Oh, nice brandy and Coke. If you're going out tonight, don't drink and drive, guys. It's just not worth it. Stay safe. Enjoy yourselves. And I'll see you in 2026. Anyway, in the meantime, get kit crazy. Happy modelling. And I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.